Welcome back, everyone, to the heart of royal storytelling. Whether you're a long-time member of our royal family here on the channel, or are joining us for the very first time, let me take a moment to offer you a warm, heartfelt welcome. It's not just a pleasure to have you here, it's an honor. As always, we are committed to delivering the most in-depth, insightful, and thought-provoking stories from the captivating world of royalty. And today we have a story that will not only surprise you but may even leave you on the edge of your seat. Something that carries with it not just immense diplomatic and spiritual significance, but an undercurrent of uncertainty and genuine concern. Today, we are about to delve into a story that involves none other than His Majesty King Charles III, and a recent unsettling development that has caused ripples through the royal calendar. This particular issue is one that casts a shadow over a significant international engagement, the kind that the world has been eagerly anticipating for months. These royal plans were crafted with precision, every detail planned meticulously, every protocol observed, but as fate would have it, there is now an unexpected and serious twist that has the potential to alter the course of history. So buckle up, dear viewers, as we take you behind the scenes of this unfolding drama and explore what it truly means for the royal family, the global stage, and most importantly, for King Charles himself. Before we dive headfirst into the intricacies of this story, I must express my deepest gratitude to each of you. Your loyalty, your support, and your unrelenting enthusiasm are what keep this channel alive and thriving. Every comment, every like, every word of encouragement means more to us than we can possibly express. It is because of you that we continue to push the boundaries of royal storytelling, uncovering not only the glorious events, but also the hidden struggles, the personal triumphs, and the challenges faced by the monarchy. We are incredibly grateful to have such a thoughtful, engaged community. And if you're new here, welcome to the fold. Please consider subscribing to our channel and ringing that bell icon, so you never miss an update from us. We have some truly captivating content coming your way in the future, and you won't want to miss any of it. Now, let's talk about today's main event, the royal development that is causing quite a stir. It's a story that's sending shockwaves through diplomatic circles, the media, and even within the corridors of Buckingham Palace itself. It involves His Majesty King Charles III, a monarch known for his calm and collected demeanor, and his dedication to service, even amidst personal challenges. For those who have been following closely, you'll know that the king has faced numerous hurdles in the past few months, yet he has weathered them with an air of stoic grace. However, even the most meticulously planned royal agendas can be derailed by events beyond anyone's control. The news that has rocked the royal calendar is the potential disruption of a highly anticipated and incredibly important royal tour. Yes, you heard that right. This was supposed to be the royal tour of the year, one that would carry King Charles to the Vatican for a meeting with none other than Pope Francis himself. A meeting that was already a symbol of spiritual unity between two of the world's most influential leaders, but now hangs in the balance due to unforeseen circumstances that have sent shockwaves through the world's diplomatic and religious communities. At the heart of this story is a meeting between two figures who carry the weight of centuries of tradition and responsibility. King Charles III, the monarch of the United Kingdom, and Pope Francis, the spiritual leader of over 1.3 billion Catholics around the globe. This meeting was going to be the crowning moment of the royal tour, a carefully planned and diplomatic visit to both Italy and Vatican City. As many of you are aware, Vatican City is not just any city, it is the very heart of the Catholic faith, a hub of religious, historical, and spiritual significance. The very idea of a meeting between the head of the Church of England and the head of the Catholic Church was both historic and profound. It was not merely a ceremonial gesture, but a statement about unity, cooperation, and mutual respect between two ancient institutions with deep-rooted power in both the religious and political spheres. However, just as everything seemed set in stone, just as the final touches were being put on the preparations for the royal visit, an unexpected and deeply concerning health crisis has thrown everything into doubt. It was confirmed through sources close to the Vatican that Pope Francis, the beloved pontiff, is currently battling a severe case of double pneumonia. Yes, double pneumonia, a condition that affects both lungs and is far more serious and potentially life-threatening than regular pneumonia, which affects only one lung. The severity of this condition is alarming, to say the least. At the time of writing this, Pope Francis is still receiving intensive medical care in a hospital, and reports from those close to the Vatican have revealed that the Pope is relying on supplemental oxygen to assist with his breathing. The situation is nothing short of grave. Double pneumonia, especially in someone of the Pope's age, is not an illness that can be taken lightly. The Pope's health is undoubtedly at the forefront of the Vatican's priorities right now, and the uncertainty surrounding his recovery has cast a long shadow over the planned meeting with King Charles. Imagine the weight of this moment. A meeting that was not only years in the making, but also held great significance in the context of the relationship between the monarchy and the Catholic Church. And yet, in a twist of fate, it's now uncertain whether this historic meeting will even take place. According to an insider speaking to the Mirror, it's far too early to say if the meeting between King Charles and Pope Francis will proceed as scheduled. The situation is complex and rapidly changing. This statement, while cryptic, clearly implies that no one knows what the future holds. It is a reminder that even the most carefully laid plans can be upended by forces completely outside of anyone's control. What's even more unsettling is that sources close to the Pope's medical team have stated that they are taking every precaution and refraining from making any predictions about the Pope's recovery. As of now, they are unable to determine when, or if, he will be well enough to resume public duties. The phrase, guarded prognosis, has been used repeatedly, which suggests that the future remains uncertain, and the situation is evolving on a day-to-day basis. The use of guarded in medical terms signals a fragile hope, one that is cautious and measured, without offering any assurances. For those who know the importance of these terms, a guarded prognosis is a clear sign of concern. Back in London, at Buckingham Palace, royal aides are doing their best to keep up appearances. A palace insider has assured the public that, as of now, no official decision has been made to cancel the meeting. Plans, they say, remain in place. But, and this is crucial, they also made it clear that they are keeping a close watch on the situation. What does this mean? It means that while the palace is hopeful for the meeting to take place as planned, they are fully aware of the reality that things could change in an instant. And in the world of diplomacy, flexibility is key. A source from the palace went on to share a compassionate note, adding, "Our prayers and thoughts remain with the Pope during this incredibly challenging time, and we hope for his speedy recovery." This message, while showing a great deal of empathy and respect, also emphasizes the delicate nature of the situation. The king and his team will no doubt be watching the Pope's condition closely, weighing their next steps with an air of caution and diplomacy. But what if the meeting has to be postponed? What if it cannot happen at all? And what, ultimately, does this mean for the royal tour? This is where the story takes a more profound turn. Yes, there are immediate concerns about the logistics, about whether the meeting will happen, when it might be rescheduled, and how this affects other engagements. But there is also a far deeper, and more human side to this story. Both King Charles and Pope Francis are individuals who bear the weight of extraordinary responsibility. Their health and well-being are tied not just to their own institutions, the monarchy and the Catholic Church, but to millions of people around the world. This moment reminds us all of the fragility of human health. Even those in the highest positions of power are not immune to the unpredictable nature of life. And beyond the personal health crisis, there are the diplomatic ramifications. Royal visits, particularly one as significant as this, are not planned overnight. They are months, sometimes years, in the making. The sheer scale of such a royal engagement, security, schedules, travel arrangements, public and private meetings, requires the utmost precision. And yet, as we have seen here, even the most carefully constructed plans can be upended by factors completely beyond anyone's control. But there's another aspect of diplomacy at play here. We are reminded that diplomacy is not just about grand gestures, not just about orchestrated meetings with formal handshakes and posed photographs. True diplomacy also means being adaptable, being flexible, and above all, showing resilience in the face of adversity. Perhaps, in the end, it's not just about the meeting between King Charles and Pope Francis. It's about what happens when the world's most important leaders are forced to reconsider their engagements due to health concerns. It's about humanity first, and duty second. As we look ahead, one must consider what this means for the future. If the meeting is postponed, when might it be rescheduled? How will this affect King Charles's other diplomatic engagements? What will the world think of this situation, and what does it say about the importance of prioritizing health and well-being above all else? What are your thoughts, dear viewers? How do you feel about this unfolding situation? Are you as concerned as we are about the uncertainty surrounding the Pope's health? And what does this all mean for the future of royal diplomacy? We want to hear your thoughts, your concerns, and your reflections on this matter. Let us know in the comments below. If this story has captured your attention and sparked your curiosity, please give this video a like. It helps us reach more royal enthusiasts like you and allows us to keep bringing you the most riveting royal news. And of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. We've got so many more stories to share with you, and we'd be thrilled to have you along for the ride. As we wait for updates, we send our most sincere thoughts to Pope Francis for a speedy recovery. We also extend our heartfelt support to King Charles III as he navigates this period with resilience and grace. We will continue to monitor this developing situation closely and bring you updates as they come. Until next time, thank you for being part of this incredible community.